Hi, greetings,
sir.
sir.
This is
This is
Kamal
Kamal
Arora
Arora
from
from
Group
Group
B,
B,
and
and
today I
today
am
I am
here
here
with
with
Swarna
Swarna
Bhomik
Bhomik
and
and
Rajat
Rajat
Kumar
Kumar
to
to
give
give the
presentation
presentation
on
on
global
global
case.
case analysis.
First of
First
all,
of
sir,
all,
I
sir,
will
I will
start.
start.
In
In
modern
modern
business
business
operation,
operation,
global
global
financial
financial
management
management
is
is
considered a
considered a
crucial
crucial
aspect.
aspect.
It
It
involves
involves
managing
managing
financial
financial
resources
resources
and
and
evaluation
evaluation
risk
risk
associated with
associated
an
with an
organization
organization
operating in
operating in the
international
international
market.
market.
The
The
purpose of
purpose
this
of this
presentation, sir,
presentation, sir,
is
is
to
to
analyze
analyze
and
and
critically
critically
evaluate
evaluate
four
four
case
case
studies
studies
related to
related
the
to the
topic.
topic.
And, sir,
And sir,
all the
all the
findings
findings
of the
of the
case
case
studies will
studies
be
will be
summarized
summarized
along
along
with the
with
appropriate
appropriate
recommendation.
recommendation.
So, I
So I
will
will
start
start
from
from
case
case
one.
one.
The
This
Centralia
Centralia
Corporation
Corporation
Currency
Currency
Swap.
Swap.
Uh,
Uh,
Centralia
Centralia
Corporation
Corporation
is
is
well-known
well-known
organization
organization
that
that
has a
has a
comparative
comparative
advantage
advantage
in the
in the
United
United
States.
States.
It
It
can
can
borrow
borrow
dollars
dollars
at
at
8%,
8%,
but
but
they
they
have
have
to pay 7% to
7% to
borrow
borrow
euros.
euros.
Whereas
Whereas
a
a
Spanish
Spanish
MNC
MNC
can
can
borrow
borrow
euros
euros
at
at
6%, but
6%,
have
but
to
have to
pay
pay
9% to
9% to
borrow
borrow
US
US
dollars.
dollars.
And
And
however,
however,
both
both
companies
companies
have
have
their
their
advantages
advantages
and
and
disadvantages
disadvantages is
in
in
different
different
countries.
countries.
However,
However,
they
they
both have
both have
decided to
decided to
finance
finance
a
a
project for
project for
8 years
years
between
between
their
their
countries
countries
by
by
borrowing
borrowing
a
a
capital of
capital of
29
29
lakh
lakh
USD
USD
at an
at an
exchange
exchange
rate
rate
of
of
1.0
1.0
euro
euro
or
or
1.33
1.33
USD.
USD.
So,
So,
sir,
sir,
first
first
point
point
of
of
case
case
one
one
is
is
market
market
value
value
of
of
this
this
swap.
swap.
The
The
current
current
market
market
value of
value
the
of the
dollar
dollar
debt
debt
by
by
considering
considering
annual
annual
of
of
7 years
7 years
of
of
around
around
2
2
lakh
lakh
32,000
32,000
USD
USD
and
and
capital
capital
of
of
29
29
lakh
lakhs
USD
USD
at a
at a
rate
rate
of
of
6%
6%
will
will
be
be
around
around
2 lakh 23,778 USD.
32,778 USD.
And sir,
And sir,
whereas the
whereas the
country
country
market
market
value of
value
the
of the
debt
debt
in
in
euro
euro
with a
with a
7 year
7 year
annual
annual
of
of
1 lakh 30,827
1,827
euros
euros
and
and
capital of
capital of
21
1
lakh
lakh
80,451
80,451
euros
euros
will
will
be
be
around
around
22
22
lakh
lakh
42,408
42,408
euros.
euros.
So,
So,
sir,
sir,
has the
hence the
value of
value of
this
this
swap
swap
will
will
be
be
2 lakh 31,733 USD.
2,31,733 USD.
And the
And the
euro
euro
value of
value
this
of this
swap
swap
is
is
1
1
lakh
lakh
73,674
73,674
euros.
euros.
So I
So
will
I will
move to
move
the
to the
like
like
another
another
part
part
of
of
case
case
one.
one.
Second
Second
part
part
is
is
setting up
setting up
currency
currency
swap.
swap.
Both
Both
companies,
companies,
Centralia
Centralia
Corporation and
Corporation and
Spanish
Spanish
MNC,
MNC,
have
have
comparative
comparative
advantages
advantages
in
in
their
their
own
own
countries.
countries.
So
So
Centralia
Centralia
can
can
borrow
borrow
29
29
lakh
lakh
USD
USD
at a
at a
rate
rate
of
of
8%,
8%,
and the
and the
Spanish
Spanish
MNC
MNC
can
can
borrow
borrow
21
21
lakh
lakh
80,451 euros
80,451
at
euros.
6%. As
As
the
the
initial
initial
currency
currency
exchange
exchange
rate
rate
is
is
1 point
1
euros
euros
or
or
1.33
1.33
USD,
USD,
they
they
can
can
swap
swap
debt
debt
services.
services.
Centralia
Centralia has
to
to
pay
pay
almost
almost
around
around
1
1
lakh
lakh
30,827
30,827
euros to
euros
the
to the
Spanish
Spanish
MNC,
MNC.
and the
And the
Spanish
Spanish
MNC
MNC
has
has
to
to
pay
pay
2
2
lakh
lakh
32,000
32,000
USD
USD
to
to
Centralia.
Centralia.
Hence, for
Hence,
the
for the
first
first
7 years,
7 years,
the
the
swap
swap
debt
debt
service
service
exchange
exchange
will
will
be
be
2
2
lakh
lakh
32,000 USD
32,000
and
and
1
1
lakh
lakh
30,827
30,827
euros.
euros.
Whereas
Whereas
considering the
considering the
capital
capital
amount,
amount,
the
the
final
final
currency
currency
exchange
exchange
rate
rate
will
will
be
be
uh,
uh,
1.35
1.35
USD
USD
or
or
1
1
euro.
euro.
So
So
now,
now,
sir,
sir,
case
case
2,
2,
my
my
another
another
group
group
member,
member,
Swarna, will
Swarna, will
elaborate.
elaborate.
Over to
Over
you,
to you,
Swarna.
Swarna.
Thank you, Kamal. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. My name is Sharna Bhomik, and now I'm going to discuss the financing trade. And the first part is analyzing alternatives. If the company Southpump Footwear Limited plans to hold the draft for the next 120 days for the bank to accept the payment, a face amount of 400 pound 4 lakhs pound will be added to swishing footwear. If the discount rate of 18% annually is added with the face amount for 120 days, then the present value of the Kamal, I'm not saying this one. Can you just
Just
um
move.
You
You
can
can
continue
continue
from
from
there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So the next part is if switching footwear plans to sell the banker's acceptance at 12% annually for 90 days, they will receive an amount of 3,76,000 euro. Hence, the difference between the two alternatives will 1,358,000 euro. If the company plans to discount the banker's acceptance, they will receive 3,76,000, and for holding the draft for 120 days, they will receive 3,77,358 euro. And there is a chart of these things. So the transaction risk. In the transaction risk, we can say that the company switching footwear has to face the transaction risks associated with foreign currency exchange. After the completion of the order, the company may receive fewer dollars due to the dollar and sterling exchange rate. If they wait for 120 days and if the exchange rate deteriorates, then they may gain more dollars. Can you go down? Come on.
Sure.
So now is export factors. So in case 3, we are talking about export factors. What is the export factors? They can avoid the import duty of 10% and they need not to wait for 120 days if they shift manufacturing from Ireland to Car- Carolina, sorry for my pronunciation. Carolina. They need to consider the factors corporate tax rates between two countries, labor market and sources of materials, changes in shipping costs, political risks associated with both countries. Now, can you go down?
Sure.
Now is case 4, which is Zebra Corporation strategies, advantage and disadvantage of currency hedging. The advantages are it can provide a predictable exchange rate that can ensure stable cash flow for Zebra Corporation. Financial projection can be made accurately according to Feng and Sui 2022. It can ensure effective compliance as well as corporate governance. Now the other part will be discussed by my fellow friend Rajat. Rajat, can you go ahead, please?
Thank you, Swarna. Now I'm going to discuss more about advantage and disadvantage of currency hedging. First, about disadvantages. The cost associated with currency hedging can affect profitability. Hedging benefits can be lost for a favorable exchange rates. It is a complex task that requires adequate expertise, like in the Zone 2023 advantages. No transactions cost involved. Second, it is a cost effective. Then the easier to adopt in comparison with currency hedging. Tax benefit can be gained as well. Now I'm going to discuss about natural hedging. First, the disadvantages. Currency fluctuation cannot be protected efficiently. Significantly risks are associated. Then the heavily dependent on organization operation decision. Now the recommendation for the following case. Both currency and the natural hedging can be considered by the company to maintain a balance between financial flexibility and protection. Need to check and evaluate various currency exchange risks to implement robust hedging strategies as discussed in Atkin and Harris 2023. Hedging flexibility needs to be maintained. Now finally to the conclusion. Thus, it can be concluded that the international finance management is essential for businesses to navigate various complexities in the international market. It can help organizations in risk management, financial management, cost reduction, and governance and compliances. This presentation has critically analyzed four different case studies along with the providing some appropriate recommendations. And now the references list. Thank you.
That's it,
That's it,
sir.
sir.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
listening
listening
to
to
us
us
and
and
hope you
hope you
like the
like the
presentation. Thank
Thank
you
you for
from
from
all
all
of
of
our
our